Coach Pierre Curtis here with us after a 69-56 thrilling Southern Conference home win over UNC Greensboro. And Coach, what a tale of two halves. Down 10 at the half, and you just totally flipped the script on them in the second half. Talk about that second half, some of the adjustments you made and led to that big second half and the win.
I'll tell you the truth, man. We really just wanted to lock in on the defensive end. We were doing some things, I think in that second quarter, we just really got beside ourselves defensively. Greensboro's a tough team, and you got to meet their physicality. And I didn't like the way we did that. I think the way we went at it in the second quarter in particular was kind of out of our character, right? So we just really needed to regroup, and at halftime we did that. I challenged them to be us, right? To do what we were supposed to do in the scout. Really take pride on the defensive end and holding them to one shot, and then just being super aggressive on the offensive end. I thought we were really passive, and that's not what any team I'm ever going to coach is going to be, is passive. So I think we started attacking the basket and making the right plays. Us getting some stops allowed us to get on transition and get some threes. I thought we played really, really well. Now, again, you hold that team averages 14 offensive rebounds a game, and you hold them to 7. I think you do it. That's why you win the game right there. They thrive on multiple chances at the rim.
Chantel Stewart showed you last year what she could do, had her best game of the season at Greensboro, and really ups it tonight. I think 26 points, and just to, kind of really mirrored the whole second half, the way we played as a team, the way she played. She gave you a real spark.
And Chantel's a kid that's super, super talented, right? And I think the hardest thing to get her to do is understand how talented she is as well. And she's really a team player and wants to get everyone the ball. She really wants to make the right pass. And I think probably in the last 2 weeks, just challenged her to be a leader and to be aggressive. We told her at halftime it wasn't going to work. The stuff we wanted to do wasn't going to work if she wasn't super aggressive trying to score the basketball. And knowing that she's going to make the right pass if it comes open. So I can't tell you a lot, even tell you I thought she was going to have 26, but she has that type of potential. And so and she made a couple shots. She's worked on her 3-ball the whole time, and we have to make her shoot it. But she's a talent for sure. And she played really well in the second half, and I think our team followed her as well. And she took on the task. We were in foul trouble. She guarded their best, Asadanya. She guarded her pretty much the whole second half. And I thought her and Alyssa did a really good job on Asadanya and Jenny Levine and holding them below their averages. And people are going to send a lot of attention to Claire Coyle. They're coming, and she's making the right passes. They double, she's kicking it out. We got to be able to make shots, and then maybe they'll second guess doubling her, and she'll have a little bit easier coverage there. But she doesn't score, but she still has 15 rebounds. So she still had a big role in what we do.
Talking about making shots, Alyssa Irvin, of course, really with another big night. Shot well from 3, and then Lauren Bailey with some big threes in that. Really, that second half, really part of that 17-0 run that really got you going.
Yeah, and when she's open, man, actually she's the one kid on the team. We tell her even if she's not all the way open, she has to let it go from 3. Anything she second guesses it's not going to go in. I don't need her second guessing. I need her being who she is, and she brought some fire too. We played her at the 4 a lot today, just with some injuries we had, and she battled down there to get some rebounds. If she didn't get it, she boxed out. And I thought she played really well for us today too.
Coach, we know that Shannon Warren was injured there in the first half, and I know you don't know the extent, but you had to change a lot, with a lot of your injuries that you already had.
Right.
That's got to be difficult knowing that you're already down and you had someone that had to be put into play, but now you got a group that's just fiery and just would not give up.
You know, we went into the game knowing that we were going to have to play, I guess you could say small for us, with Kyra Parnell being out, you know, and so we knew that our next person coming in was going to be a guard. And then, you know, when Shannon goes out, you have to really, really lean into that lineup, and there's no going back and forth. So I just felt really comfortable with that lineup today, especially with the way Greensboro plays. They kind of play 4 guards as well, so I didn't second guess what we were going to need to do. It's just about we had to rebound, and I thought we did a pretty good job there.
All right, Coach, next game up is Saturday. What's your thoughts going into this game?
I don't know. I don't know much about Western. Except that I know they play really hard, and that's just any team that Jonathan has. He's going to play super hard. I know a couple of their players, but I really locked into, outside of like watching them play, like just without scouting. I haven't watched much. I really locked into this game, and that's kind of the way I am. And then when I leave here tonight, I'm gonna lock in tonight, and the morning for Western, and kind of see what we got going on. But I don't. How was it? I know they were up at some point today in Wofford. I don't know what the game was like, but we just go into every game just trying to show who we are and keep getting better. I got a young group, man. We started all sophomores today, and they fought. So the key is just trying to keep them consistent. All right. You saw it tell it 2 halves today. All right. So we're just trying to be consistent in everything we do.
And Coach, last question. You just brought up a team of basically all sophomores. That's got to make you feel good about the future of Furman women's basketball, knowing that this group is giving you that kind of production and that kind of drive.
They really want to be good, and really good, and sometimes they just don't know how, right? So it's our job to teach them and show them how, and we just gotta let them have the ups and downs of how they are. But they really want it. They work hard. And I'm proud of them today for the fight they had, because they could have mailed it in and after halftime, but they took the challenge and we locked in.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.